Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so, for today's video, we're gonna be talking about Hangouts and the recent change that I just noticed with Hangouts. That's a complete bummer for Google Fi customers, and I did mention this in yesterday's video. Basically, these little short statements about various topics. But some of them I'm gonna actually elaborate on in a separate video, all dedicated to those topics. So here we go. But before I get into it, I do want to say this, that I noticed something also different today. I ran a speed test and I posted this on Twitter, and I'll put the video right here so you guys can see it. But anyhow, so when I started trying out Boost Mobile, I was getting anywhere between 20 to 40, sometimes 50 megabits per second down, and about 20 megs up. That was the speed test that I ran. Now they are actually doing probably less than 5 megabits per second on the down and less than 2 megabits per second on the up, as you guys can see in the little demo speed test. So that's actually not pretty good. I don't know if it's going to get fixed or get better in my area. I know this is probably depending on the area and what's kind of going on, but I do know that it was stated that Boost Mobile customers had a higher prio on T-Mobile during the time they were sitting in incubation, waiting to see what was going to happen, whether they were going to, go to Dish, or if something else was going to happen. But now their priority has been changed. So, back to horrible speeds. But anyhow, guys and gals, sorry. So one of the coolest features that Google Fi customers had when it came to Google Classic Hangouts was that Hangouts was an all-in-one. It was an all-in-one app. You had the ability to make phone calls, send SMS text messaging, send chat, and even video call. Now, we can all agree that the video calling was pretty terrible on Hangouts compared to, it's on Android compared to iOS. For some reason on iOS, the video calling worked a lot better. But I've even sent feedback to the development team to say, hey, just completely ditch out the video calling capabilities from Hangouts and just let that video call button basically initiate Duo. That's has always been like my opinion. Just let it initiate Duo for a video call. Because we all know, I'll admit it. I was a big fan of Allo. I thought Allo was pretty solid. I really wish that they implemented Allo into Hangouts. Hangouts what Allo is. And, Google always does these really cool things, and some of the things that they try to do don't work, and they just completely can the project. That's why the Google graveyard is just so huge. But for Google Fi customers, if we were willing to go ahead and run with data, which is why I wanted an unlimited data plan, even if the plan is capped at 22 gigabytes, and then after that it's throttled to 2G speeds. It was cool to have Hangouts. Being able to set your Google Fi number in Hangouts to take incoming and make outgoing calls. Being able to send SMS. Being able to chat with other users that have Hangouts through a chat option. And, if needed, do a video call. And it worked out great, too, because if you had, data-only SIM cards and you had, extra funds lying around, if your main daily driver was on the charger because you had to charge it up for battery purposes, you had a backup phone. If Hangouts was on it, it would ring for your phone calls. And that, sadly, is now gone. Now, some of you guys may still have it, and that's cool. Some of you guys may not have it anymore. And, if you did use it, you're going to be bummed out. If you never really use it, then you're not really going to care. But this is just one of those things where I say, we get shortchanged from Google a lot. Certain things that we use and we've been using, they just take it away. And the same applies with Google Plus and with Inbox by Gmail. All these things were taken away. And, I sometimes I want to go to Google and just be like, exactly how many people do you need to use these services in order for you guys to say, okay, we're going to keep it and we're going to maintain it? Because I feel there may not be billions of people using Hangouts, just like there wasn't billions of people using Google Plus. But there's still people that use it. And if the amount of people reaches over 100,000 people, which I can say Google Plus, there was over 100,000 people still using it. And on Hangouts, there's over 100,000 people still using it. Why kill it? I mean, yeah, 100,000 people does not is not the same as a billion people, but you still have people using it. And if you would just fix your stuff, like optimize it, make it run better on Android, then people really wouldn't have a problem with it. If you listen to the fan base, if you listen to the consumers where they say, hey, that greenish color that we're seeing a lot of in the app is getting pretty boring. Let's liven it up. Like, that was like the craziest thing ever. People were like, we want more color in this app. We want to spice it up a little bit. And they gave that to Android Messages or Messenger, so many different names for the app itself, basically the native SMS app. They gave it to that where you can assign color to specific threads to identify who you're texting. And they never implemented that into Hangouts. I just don't understand. But yeah, people like me that utilize that tool gotta find something else. Now they are saying that it'll be friendly with Google Voice, but that's gonna take some time, because anyone that has Google Fi knows that if you launch the Google Voice app with the Gmail account that you use to create your Google Fi account, it's going to tell you that you cannot use the Google Voice service because you are a Google Fi customer. And that's the thing too, because people would use Hangouts on their Chromebook or laptop to accept and take calls when their phone was not in use. They're saying that Google Voice will be implemented to do that later on down the road, so you'll be able to have take your phone calls and get your text messages on Google Voice from your laptop. But what say all the people out there that already have RCS? How's that going to work? Because people are asking, when is Google Voice going to have RCS implemented? Is it ever going to get RCS implemented? Now, yes, well, a lot of people may sit there and say, well, RCS is not all that good. It is what we have on the Android side of things. So if this is what we have on the Android side of things, then I do want to see it implemented with apps that could benefit from it. And RCS is a benefit to Google Voice. It really is. And it would be a benefit to Hangouts, allowing you to send video and photos at a higher resolution instead of it compressing it and destroying the image quality. That's a very big deal. So yeah, sad day. So another step closer, which is exactly what they said. By October, Classic Hangouts will be phased out. And we are now in July. We're not that far away. So we're going to be seeing more features that were bondable with other Google services being stripped away from Hangouts. And eventually Hangouts will just cease to exist. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video. Were you guys, ever a fan of Hangouts? If you're a Google Fi customer, did you ever use Hangouts for your all-in-one to get your calls, text, chat, video calling on it? How was it for you? If you did you enjoy having it? Were you taking advantage of the data-only SIM cards and having your older devices active with data services so you can use Hangouts on that and get your phone calls and text on that? Let me know in the comment section of the video. Share your story with me. If you guys enjoyed it, smash the like button. If you guys just found the channel and subscribed, thanks for doing so. Sorry I'm so out of it. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But I did want to make this video before I went to bed. So I'm going to go edit it right now and then upload it to YouTube, and then I'm going to snooze out. But by the time you see this, you'll be waking up. So anyways, guys, if you made it all the way through the entire video, hashtag Hangouts. Just let me know you guys made it to this point. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go to bed now. So, yeah. Say goodnight.